I definitely hit the panic kill button on that one instead of the normal close the audio button. Hang on, let's fix that quick. There we go. Cool. Alright, that's fixed. Anyway, hi. Do you like Pokemon? Do you like charity? Do you like... I kind of had to make this plug up right now because I realized I hit the wrong button and it threw off my flow? Then you should totally go to Pokeathon.net/trainersunite and, well, let's see, join the Discord, sign up on the Tiltify, and then get the assets so you can join Trainers Unite, the week-long charity open access source, not source, the code's private, but open access charity fundraising event for Stop AAPI Hate. Which, I should complain to Abra about this, but now comes the part we go off script and we just, you know, are like, man, I should complain to Abra about the fact that the actual site for Trainers Unite doesn't have the ding-dong dates. Their tweet has the ding-dong dates, but their site doesn't have the ding-dong dates. I believe it's August 1st to the 7th, though. I believe. Is that because their homepage and Trainers Unite page are the same exact thing? Abra! Why is it borked? Why is it borked? Abra, fix your site. Moving on. I'll poke him later. Actually, I can poke him right now while we're getting this set up. Let's do it. Let's poke the Abra. Let's see. I need the folder that is Thons. Pokeathon Community. General. I'm just going to literally go in here and just... Actually, there's Team. Hold on. Oh, that's right. Team is for, what's the Legacy Room? Do I yell at Abra in the Legacy Room? Nah, we'll yell at him in general. Well, actually, that's for Pokemon-related discussions. Maybe I should yell at him in the Legacy Room. I could also just join the Trainers Unite Discord. I should do that. I should probably join that Discord. To which, continuing on our topic here of Trainers Unite, I did, by the way... I think I said last time I was going to look into the potentiality of being able to do some Hey You Pikachu there. Fun fact, by the way, someone has in fact dumped the entire list of audio that Pikachu will listen to in that game, finally. So for instance, he will in fact react to I Hate You. Or Tulip. Or Tulip 2. I'm assuming, like, the 2s and such are, like, different, like, accents or inflections, if I had to guess. Still kind of cool. Still, though... You know what, maybe I'll just yell at him on Twitter. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll just yell at him on Twitter later. Admittedly, he'd probably catch that more. I don't know if he checks the I don't know which Discord he checks. He has like 3 of them at this point. The General Pokeathon, the Trainers Unite one, and then his own Discord. Cool. I'm in a village. I don't actually remember what I was doing. Oh, yeah, that's right. We were going to head south to pick up this 3 Actions, 3 Illusions quest. Clear up any, like, question marks in the area. We're going to basically try and finish up cleanup down here for now, and then we were going to start moving either to Amugi or Kushi here, whichever one is... you know, more relevant. It looks like, given that that's the third part here, I'm guessing we'll probably head northbound here towards this stuff up here. Which makes sense because there is a farm under attack up here. Yeah, probably north. Seems like we'll probably head north, then down here. That's gonna be a rough farm to get to, though. That armor's gonna take a bit, I think. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Did I never track that quest? I never tracked that quest. There we go. Let's get that rolling. But yeah, I'll poke Abra about making sure that the dates for Trainers Unite get on the site. I'll issue an angry tweet after stream. Won't actually be all that angry, but it will be a tweet. I'll be like, Abra, when can we get the dates for Trainers Unite put on the website? Oh, that's a dead person. What's the command to pray again? Anyway, let's talk about the other thing that happened since the last time we were here, which is Nintendo's no good, horrible, very bad week. You see, I don't intend for these streams to always start with let's spend a half hour just dragging Nintendo. The problem is, Nintendo doesn't give me a week where I can stop. And that's becoming a problem with them right now, is they need to give me a week where I can just stop. Where I don't have to drag them. But they just keep doing it. This week, we had, I'll say 2.5 things that happened. Oh, that's a guy on a horse. Longbow. I hear his buddies. That guy's got a helmet on. Anybody else? Oh yeah, there is. Oh, that's a bomb. Is that a bomb? No, his sword is just on fire. That shouldn't have worked like it did, by the way. Bad timing, bad timing. Beautiful. Where are the rest of those guys? Oh, here they are. Well, that's the guy I shot with the arrow. Well, doesn't matter. I hear a bird, though. There it is. Lead me, bird. What is that? Is that a statue? I think that's a statue of some sort. No, it's not. Well, maybe it is. Yeah, it's a statue. Huh. Interesting. A wood spirit straw hat. Yeah, that's what the bird was here to show me. Weird. Well, let's check it out. Not that good. I still prefer the one I've got. Anything else around here I should be looking at? Oh, there's that shrine that I haven't finished. Might as well, I guess. We're right next to it. Doesn't look like it's that hard to do this shrine. It looks like it's that right there. I just gotta get back up on this cliff here. Well, I thought it'd be easy. I guess I didn't know this game was... Honestly, usually these are way more vertical. That's what did it, is I was under the assumption this was going to be a vertical puzzle, like they normally are. Instead, this is like just a straight-up maze. Which is kind of cool. I like the difference. But I think I went the wrong way. Unless I'm missing something. Which I am. There's a climb up. Grapple spot. I hate how picky, by the way, the grapple is. Another split path. Oh, there's just flowers down the end of the wrong ones. Okay. That's kind of nice, I guess. So what does this give me? Okay, I see. Climb up there, now we can access that, I bet. Well, actually... it's gotta be the answer, right? That wasn't the answer. Also, that was some very nicely timed thunder. Oh, there we go. A little squeeze through I didn't see. Did we just come from here? I feel like we just came from here. I do have to admit, this is a very different way of doing one of these shrines. I like it. I'm glad it isn't just usual, like, a lot of vertical jumps and such. That was nice. I liked that. What will we get for this? Charm, obviously, but I wonder what charm. Iron Will now revives you at 50% of your maximum health. That's a charm for my combat set, once I get it. I already have one, but Let's get the other combat set. Anyway, now we've done that, back to the no good, horrible, terrible, very bad week. So yeah, like 2.5 things happened because 2 of those things are related. Let's start with the one that isn't a 1.5. Let's start with the simpler one here. Nintendo's Online once again just got punched in the face by, of all people, and this is why this makes the list this week. It isn't like, you know, oh, you know, ArcSys launched a new fighting game that had, you know, wave dashing and netback roll code, and everybody, you know, went nuts over it, and, you know, definitely, it might take down Smash. I'm not realizing, by the way, this is another 1.5-er. Because Smash also has 2 problems. But, like, no. I was responsible for this? There's something in this house. You know who's responsible for this latest fiasco of Nintendo Switch Online? Nickelodeon. Yes, that Nickelodeon. The cartoon company. Was like, hey, gamers, what if we made a Smash clone? Gotta be a way to get up there. There it is. They were like, okay, hear me out here. What if we made a Smash clone, gave it wave dashing, and gave it rollback netcode? And everybody... That's a grapple spot, right? Yep. Everybody lost their minds. Like, almost instantaneously, like, a Nickelodeon fighting game went and, like, socked Smash Bros. In the face. By, you know, actually having good netcode and such. And if that wasn't bad enough, this is the one I almost forgot about. Guess who's back again to kill another Smash Bros. Game? That's right. This is something I've been thinking about actually a little bit now, was that, like, there was a time about 2 years ago where it seemed like Melee was dead. There was a time, probably about 2 years ago, where Melee didn't even make the EVO roster. Everyone was like, this is it. This is when Melee finally dies. Smash Ultimate's gonna kill it. And then the pandemic happens, and everyone's like, oh no, guess we'll have to play games online. Oh wait, Nintendo's Online sucks. What's this? There's a rollback netcode mod for Melee? Well, I guess we'll just bring back Melee. Now the pandemic's over, and these events are all coming back in person. And guess who's here to stay again? Hey, it's my gift altar. I wondered where that was. That's right, gamers. Smash Melee is back again. Setting brand new viewership, I don't want to say records, but like shenanigans and, you know, trending, like the top trends on Twitter, and like all the usual suspects are back breaking new ground, like beating a Marth with Fox, which apparently people thought was impossible. I don't know, I don't watch Melee. Like, Nintendo went from finally potentially having put Smash Melee in the grave to, because their online is such trash, Melee is now back, and frankly better than it's been, I think, in the last couple of years. Thanks to Nintendo's own incompetence. So, good work there, gang. And then its lunch is also being eaten by Nickelodeon. Remember, it's been my thing that, like, if Capcom makes better looking and performing games than you, you've got a problem if they're eating your lunch. Nickelodeon is eating their lunch now in the online fighting game community. And, yeah, if Capcom eating your lunch was considered bad and worth people dragging you for, Nickelodeon and an indie developer doing that is definitely an uh-oh. Alright, let's stop jumping over a fence and start this quest. We can talk about the latest fiasco of the OLED Switch. I don't know, either after this quest or while we're traveling for it.
皆方針を案じていますが、たまには気を休めないと。
ああ、楽しんでおるようだな。
昔の私のようです。
菰田の戦の後、俺も変わってしまった。
地獄でしたか。
How bad was it?
菰田か。
It was bad.
ああ。
Bad.
皆討ち死に。浜は血を吸って真っ赤に染まり、まるで泥の沼。この世の景色ではない。
我らは南へ向かい、日が暮れてひどい嵐で立ち往生に。ある村で休んでいましたが、悲鳴で起きると母屋が燃えていた。猛虎の仕業でした。
It was then he realized we'd
縛ら
failed.
れて枯れたへ運ばれ、その後は討ち死にの方がマシだ。方針の所在が分かりました。
すぐに立つか。
はい。
Kind of weird to just segue into that very serious moment, honestly. But dang, this quest has some weight to it.
行き先は
More so than I think the story, the character side stories from the first act did.
沖に出られたらしまいだな。
酒井様、この戦を終えたらどうなさいます？
いつか故郷の近江に戻り再興するつもりだ。
私にもそんな気力があれば。これまでの人生、道は明らかでした。悟りの境地を目指し仏に仕える、それでよかったのです。
なら続ければいいだろ
う。入門したのは兄がいたからです。これから
Where's my horse?
兄と共に修行してゆくものだと思っていました。こんなことになるとは。
さら、全てを奪われたわけではない。いつか猛虎は消えるが、お主の人生は続く。
もう私の人生ではありません。死んでいった兄や仲間の供養をせねば。酒井様も菰田で死んだ者の命を背負っているのでは。
そうだな。死んだ者の分まで生きねば。
ですがたやすくはありません。
そうかもしれん。
猛虎襲来前の人生が遠い昔のように思えます。人事のよ
うに。20年も経てば今日のこともそう思える。
酒井様、方針は暴力を嫌うとお伝えしましたよね。
僧兵を非難しておるそうだな。
奴は武具すら嫌います。太刀も薙刀も。
助け出したら何を好むのか教えてもらおう。
Actually, all he likes once he's safe.
間もなく野営です。
Oh, I see the camp.
万兵です。倒しましょう。
誰が相手だ。
Should be well, my buddy just rides past.
野営を見渡したい。
あの蔵はどうでしょう。
Well, I don't know if a good look at the camp is going to really qualify anymore. Then again, they all died before they could call reinforcements. Well, this will make for a good survey spot, I guess. Cages. There he is. Anything else?
猛虎ののろし術。
のろしを上げて注意を引きましょう。
その隙に救い出す。
Interesting.
方
Safe
針を
house?
助けたら あそこで会おう。
Safe house.
私が遅れても気にせずに必ず方針を村まで届けてください。生きて明石までお会いしましょう。
のろしが上がったら方針を救う。
御仏のご加護がありますように。
Alright, so he's gonna go set off the cannon. When he does, I have to go free Hochi there. Let's get close. I don't know how much time we'll have before they realize there's a problem. Let's get around the back. Nighttime, I think I can sneak around these guys. Careful. Oh.
ノリオ、やったな。もうこの注意がそれるぞ。
Alright, there they go. Sorry for this, buddy.
あなたはどなたです？
Well,
仲間だ。逃げるぞ。
it's a little complicated, but we gotta get you out of
僕が
here.
杉寺に連れて行ってくれます。あそこの人々を急ぎ治療しなくては。
無駄口は聞かぬ。
いけません。私は残らねば。
You're being lied to,
酒井
buddy.
様、方針。
ノリオ、なぜここにおる？
近くの猛虎がのろしに気づいた。向かってきます。
そうか。方針下がれ。我らが守る。ノリオ、頼むぞ。
I'm in the wrong stance for this, by the way. I'm very much in the wrong stance for that guy. Oh, this ain't good. Well, this guy's facing the complete wrong direction, so that's cool. That's it. Actually was beneficial to me. Look at that. Oops. Yeah, I kind of realized I was backed in a bad spot there. Didn't mean to kill the horse. Did mean to kill him, though. That was actually a smart play. Oh, didn't mean to do that, but I guess that works. I mean, he's just terrified of me for whatever reason. Oh, hold on, buddy.
酒井様、ご助力を。
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying, buddy.
他の層と一緒なのか。
That fight was a mess. Mostly because I wasn't anticipating, like, what was that, 2 or 3 brutes?
みんな死んだ。私だけだ。
すまない。助けになればと思ったのだが、猛虎は私を探していた。皆を救うため従ったのだ。
どうして所在を知られた？
それは私にもわからん。だが杉寺に戻るよう脅された。治療のため。
敵の傷を癒すつもりなのか？
苦しみに敵味方があるのでしょうか。
敵によるな。
もしかして杉寺は落ちたのか？
どうだろうか。
ノリオ、遠兵が来る前に方針と村に戻れ。
猛虎が来たら
俺も一緒に手立てを練ろう。
Meanwhile, I'll just chill out here and drink some sake in the enemy camp. Defense charm, hold on. Moderate I'm gonna need to redo my defensive setup soon, aren't I? That's the next Norio quest, I imagine. So now he's there for... Okay, Chapter 3. Because, yeah, his Chapter 4 is up here. I imagine then that the Cedar Temple is probably up here? Since I don't see it on the map here at all. I mean, basically, like, this stuff here still needs to be done. Let's head towards him, though. Let's head back north. We'll do his part 3, then we can start making our way further north from there. We'll kind of browse along the coastline here, see if we spot any question marks. And pivot back to the OLED Switch, which... Well, pre-orders started for it, and went about as you would expect it to. Which is to say, they were largely snatched up by scalpers who are now selling them for, 5 times the normal asking price. Which shouldn't really be something that's discussed on stream as part of our apparently weekly segment on Nintendo fails, but, they lose a lot of points for the fact that a certain other company had a pre-order this week that went quite swimmingly because they implemented, protections against, bot buyers, aka the scalpers. Thanks, Valve. If only, Amazon and Walmart and GameStop could learn a thing or two from simply requiring a unique email address to place a pre-order. Of course, the system wasn't without its flaws. It did spit errors out at people a fair bit, which is going to, unfortunately, be like, well, look, here's why we can't implement bot protections, is because look at all these people that had to wait for hours to get the system to work properly. It's better that the bots buy the product, because at least the bots are buying the product quickly. It's about, that quick hit of money as opposed to, getting people the product that they want. Yeah. However, like I said, Valve did have a product pre-order go up this week for... Well, as everyone's already memed on, like, Nintendo looked at, people saying, Look, Nintendo. What we want is just give us a powered dock that allows it to supplementally process games so that, you know, at least in docked mode, these games can run at, you know, a consistent 30 FPS. Valve looked at that and said, okay, so you want a system that can run modern games well. We gotcha. We're going to release... Who's aggroing me? He's fighting out there. Oh, I want those hides, thank you. Even though I'm not really in a position where I need any of those anymore. Oh well. But yeah, Valve said, you know, hey, so you guys want a console that can run, you know, semi-modern games. How about we give you a console that can run semi-modern games undocked, a dock as well, the full Steam library. For games that are like too chunky to run on handheld, we'll give you the ability to do remote play so you can tap into the power of your PC. And oh yeah, it runs on Steam OS, which means people have and will homebrew it to be able to run the illegal systems. But yeah, you know, they just give, they're like, yeah, so, okay, you want, okay, good handheld performance. Okay, we got that, we got a dock, we've got the ability to essentially create your own virtual console, and we've got a bigger library of, you know, more hit games from the last, you know, 10 years. All for, not $1,000, which is what everyone was like, oh, but if they did the Switch Pro, it'd be $1,000. No, how does $400 sound for all that? I mean, look, I have a killer PC. Like, my FF14 benchmark was like 14,000. Extremely high. I don't think it was extremely high. I think it was actually just very high because they changed the requirements. Used to be that was extremely high. But, I got a beefy PC, so all that Steam stuff I would play, like, on here. And obviously the Steam Deck isn't going to have exclusives. But, boy howdy, if Valve didn't, you know, look Nintendo's OLED Switch in the eyes and say, I'm calling your bluff. Which, I mean, hey, you know, Nintendo came out today and was like, you know, no, we're not announcing any more hardware. There's no power dock, there is no Switch Pro. So let's call the OLED Switch what it is. It is the Switch Pro. It's the Switch Lite Pro. Is what it was, is what it is. So, have fun with that, handheld gamers. If you're a console gamer, well, yeah, I got nothing for you. I just have nothing at this point, like... I remember, hilariously enough, although more depressing than hilarious, that once upon a time in the West, Nintendo claimed that the Switch was not a 3DS replacement, that it's a home console first. Well, their actions since seem to indicate that was in fact A, a lie, and B, the opposite is actually true. That Nintendo is just treating the Switch at this point like it's a handheld console, not a home console. Which is just sad. Like, I didn't think I was going to start reaching the point of saying, you know, maybe Nintendo going, you know, third-party developer might be a good thing for the market. But I'm starting to think maybe Nintendo going third-party developer might be good for the market. Because, boy. It's sad to say, but, Nintendo has reached the point where it's like, they're delivering terrible hardware, and I'm just going to call it what it is. It's terrible hardware. Like, the Switch is a cool concept. But as far as what they are delivering... Okay, well, okay. I can word this better. The hardware. Let me actually grab it here. I don't have a Bucks shirt, by the way, so this is the closest thing I have. Go Bucks. The actual hardware. This thing, this... That's a siren. This thing. Hey look, you can actually see it kind of reflecting the goodies. Look at that. There's my stream. Can I actually catch it on here? There's what I see. There's what I look at when I look over here. But yeah, the actual hardware. This hunk of plastic and screen and Joy-Cons. Drift aside, this is pretty good. You can actually see my key light in there too, that's neat. This I think is fine. The actual hardware itself is acceptable. I'd call it purely acceptable. I wish it had... Again, I'm one of those people that is in the camp of I want a supplemental dock to make this better. But here's the thing. Like... Let me actually pull this up here. Just having Mario Kart 8 Deluxe open. The thing is, I don't have any of those games, so I can't actually show them on here, but, the hardware isn't bad. The hardware can work. Capcom is showing the hardware can work. The hardware isn't the problem here with Nintendo anymore. The problem is the software. What happens when I turn this on? Now, okay, so this is pretty good. I like this. This is good. Nintendo's still good at this. This is a really cool, well, pretty good for what it is, being a 2017 machine console. This now sucks. The moment I turn this on, it goes from pretty good for a 2017 machine to sucks. Because Nintendo's problem is they still crank out good hardware. They crank out... I'd say they still crank out a few good games. But largely their software is bad. Their OS, I don't like it for the Switch. Their games are poorly optimized for their own console, which means they'd be even worse optimized if they went third party. And frankly put, their online is trash, which you could call that hardware. I'd call that software more than anything. Their DLC practices are anemic. When they're working, they're bad. When they're not working, they're not working. So they're just anemic. Their Virtual Console was killed for a game library system that hasn't seen a substantial update in, what is it, like 3 years now? And basically seems like it's been abandoned without re-implementing the Virtual Console, leading to an absurd amount of, like, games that you just cannot, that are quickly approaching lost media. Having quite the argument up there. Like, Nintendo can make good hardware. Their games themselves are good. What it is a lot of, like, well, some of their games are good. What I would say is, and I thought of this today, is, after I say this, we're going to head to a break here, so we'll get that prepped right now. Nintendo started off the Switch with a bang. Their 2017 was bonkers. And since then, they very slowly morphed back into the Wii U era Nintendo. That doesn't understand online, that doesn't understand, like, post-launch updates. That, you know, is basically just kicking back in their easy chair and saying, you know what? We'll just coast by off Zelda, Mario, and Animal Crossing. That's all we need. And frankly, I'm beginning to wonder if anything is ever going to shake them out of that. That's been Nintendo's no good, very bad, horrible week. I'll see YouTube folks in like 2 days. I'll see Twitch folks in like 10 minutes for a much more normal, and not Nintendo focused, part 2. Or side B if you're on YouTube.